absolutely heaving, with the eyes of Sydney and the racing world glued on the Hong Kong superstar.
Ready to run to the roar of a youthful crowd, and they're off in the Tab Everest.
Anxious in the gate, Kaying Rising shook the nerves, settling behind the leaders. With 300 metres to go, he made his move.
Burton says, come on boy, show the Aussies what you've got. Kaying Rising moved up to overpass, clear from Jimmy Star, but Kaying Rising, champions do what others can't. He's the world's best sprinter, no doubt.
Trainer David Hayes relieved but not surprised by the victory.
A crowning moment in your life, David?
I think so, my training career. It was a long way down that straight, but when he got over the rise and he hadn't used him, I thought they were going to have to be pretty good to beat him. So excited.
A performance so impressive, even his rivals were excited.
Go Kaying! Go Kaying!
War Machine trainers and David's sons, JD and Will, cheering their dad's horse home. A 14th straight win for the world's best sprinter, 13 of those with Zach Purton in the saddle. This, the sweetest salute of them all.
It really does hit home, makes you a little bit emotional. You appreciate it more now because you know it's nearly over. And I don't think we've seen him at his best today, but even when he's not at his best, he's still good enough.
The finish in the $5 million King Charles Stakes even more dramatic.
Trail off in front, he's going to go back-to-back in the King Charles. Great win today.
And the 149th running of the Caulfield Cup was an historic one.
Half Yours is drawing away. Half Yours, a famous win for Jamie Mellon and Team Mac.
Jamie Mellon becoming the first female jockey to win the race, riding Half Yours to a famous victory. Nicole Dunn, 9 News.
Everest, proving all the pre-race hype about the world's top-rated sprinter was worth it. In Melbourne, favourites Half Yours won the Caulfield Cup. Jockey Jamie Mellon becoming the first female jockey to win the Caulfield Cup, what's become one of the biggest days on the Australian racing calendar.
Royal Randwick sold out for the 9th and perhaps biggest running yet of the Everest. Never has an Everest build-up been so centred on one horse. Kaying Rising, the world's top-rated sprinter, flying over from Hong Kong on the back of 13 wins in a row for the richest race on turf.
And they're off in the Tab Everest.
The favourite jumping well, allowing jockey Zach Purton to slot him in behind the leaders, putting him in the perfect spot for the straight.
Overpass takes the lead by a length. Kaying Rising stoked up. Purton says, come on boy, show the Aussies what you've got. Kaying Rising moved up to overpass, clear from Jimmy Star, but Kaying Rising, champions do what others can't. He's the world's best sprinter, no doubt.
Kaying Rising, far too good. David Hayes, a Melbourne Cup and Cox Plate winning trainer in Australia before moving his operations overseas, now bringing his best back home.
So excited. I can't wait to watch the replay.
A crowning moment in your life, David?
I think so, my training career. When he saddled up calm, he had to really run below form, not to win today, but I couldn't say that. I couldn't be cocky.
The margin over a length in the end. Kaying Rising from 3-year-old Philly Tempted and the Kieran Maher trained Jimmy Star.
I don't think we've seen him at his best today, but even when he's not at his best, he's still good enough.
Worth $20 million.
Of a youthful crowd, and they're off in the Tab Everest, and overpass began fast as expected. Kaying Rising's right there, and now Marzu is whipping up underneath the pair. Lady Shenandoah's got a great spot, fourth in front of Tempted. Further back to Jolly Star. They're followed then by Jimmy Star is going forward from the wide draw. Briassa's got back in the field, followed then by Angel Capital, Jetabil and Magic Time. Marzu shows the way. Overpass sits on the outside. Kaying Rising 2 lengths away, third is trucking along, and Jimmy keeps him company. Jimmy Star up on the outside, followed by Tempted, Lady Shenandoah, and Jolly Star gets great cover, turning for home. Marzu in front from overpass. Kaying Rising 2 lengths away, then Jimmy Star clear from Tempted, Lady Shenandoah, Jolly Star down the outside. Overpass takes the lead by a length. Kaying Rising stoked up. Purton says, come on boy, show the Aussies what you've got. Kaying Rising moved up to overpass, clear from Jimmy Star, but Kaying Rising, champions do what others can't. He's the world's best sprinter, no doubt. Kaying Rising won the Everest. Second prize Tempted from Jimmy Star, Jolly Star. Then came over Pass, Angel Capital late. Further back, Lady Shenandoah, War Machine, Briasa too far back, and Jeddah Bill was one of the last to finish with Magic Time.
A horse from Hong Kong has taken the Everest to the world. Ka Ying Rising, the champion sprinter, has travelled across the world and has won the world's richest race on turf. There can be no doubters. They are all silent. Zach Purton and David Hayes have conquered the mountain and have won what they came here to win.
What a result for Hong Kong, a marvellous result. He hit a flat spot, but he ran through that flat spot and was simply supreme. What a result. Well, he'll be back next year, I think, for sure. Tempted was gallant. She was fantastic there, running strongly at the finish there, and Jimmy's battled on it quite nicely as well.
Here's Kayla Nisbet with Zach Purton.
He's just too brilliant, Zach. I imagine that's pretty satisfying off the back of the last week.
Yeah, it's probably the most satisfying win I think I've had. You know, carrying the weight of a nation, the weight of the market, the expectation, the ups and downs, to get here and through the week, especially after the trial. But we should never doubt him. He's a superstar.
I know he's obviously won an Everest, so it might sound silly to say, but have we seen him at his best in Australia?
I don't think he was, but he didn't need to be, did he? Yeah.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
You've obviously ridden many good horses. Can you put into words how brilliant he is? Like, what does he do that other horses can't do?
He's got a brain. Yeah. And I know he worked himself up at the trial the other day, and that's not ideal. But look at him now, like, as buzzed up as he is. And the crowd did a good job of trying to buzz him up before the race. I didn't expect them to boo him and be as vocal as they were when he came out on the track. And it was all the way down till we got to the end of the crowd. But he handled it really well. I was really impressed with that. And I just love him. He's just such a nice horse to ride.
Massive effort. Well done, Zach.
Thank you.
Good on you.
They've run 18.13, the last 633.62. Here he comes. David Hayes waiting for his champion to come back. Mission accomplished.
Thank you, Greg. Yeah,
congratulations.
It was an absolute thrill, and I can't wait to really watch the replay and enjoy it.
For 2025.